Adults with ADHD often feel like failures. They've received comments from teachers through the years as well as their parents, and they really struggle with trying to identify not only who I am, but how do I amount to anything? So what do we do about that? When a client comes into my office, first thing I do is do a lot of history taking. I want to uncover what was going on in their childhood. I want to know what were their report cards like. I also will ask them to be involved in some testing. So we'll typically try a couple of different tests, whether it's the BASC or the Connors test, but doing some assessments will help me learn a little bit more about the person. As an adult, how does that translate? Well, a couple of different ways. It could be the idea of you're missing deadlines. You might be jumping from job to job because it's a little bit uncomfortable being in the same place for a long time. I've even found that people will say, I'm fearful of being figured out. So we go down the route of considering different options, whether it's medication or counseling. People with ADHD oftentimes struggle in their personal relationships as well. They may seem to be really irresponsible, or they may seem to be extremely selfish. That's not truly the case, but people who are in relationships with them are struggling with forgetfulness, missed deadlines, so on and so forth. What's actually going on inside the brain is this. There is a chemical imbalance in the brain. As well, there have been studies to show that there is a wiring issue that's going on inside of the brain. See, when people are told to focus on something, normally the executive center of the brain will come into play and they're able to focus. The unfortunate thing is that people with ADHD actually have the executive center of their brain shut down when they're told to focus on something. So they're not able to do a lot of the tasks that they were originally told to do. It's not about being selfish or being irresponsible. It's really more a matter of how the brain is functioning. The hope is, with medication, as well as counseling, and even nutritional considerations, there can be changes made. Over time, new patterns can be developed. You can learn new skills and increase your self-confidence, as well as your self-esteem.